A mentoring program called Women Innovators and Trailblazers MentorMatch connects women in different professions. And the goal is to help them launch businesses, advance or switch careers, all with the help of someone they can talk to. Carolee McGrath sat down with Ann Burke, the Vice President of Economic Development Council of Western Massachusetts, Charlene Smolkowicz, a commercial credit manager at Freedom Credit Union, and Sheila Coon of Hot Oven Cookies to learn more.
A few years ago, Valley Venture Mentors former president Liz Roberts and I were looking at the composition of the people coming out of VVM and from Spark and from other training programs, and saying, what does this look like in terms of women? And we were finding that there was a disproportionate number of women who were parts of teams or building their entrepreneurial dreams here in the Valley. And we also looked around at the 3 women's colleges and said, we were claiming that this was a really great place for women to be business owners and to pursue their entrepreneurial ambitions. And so we started a group called WIT, Women, Innovators and Trailblazers, or now we've come to call it as What It Takes, because for a lot of women it requires a lot of juggling to pursue their businesses and balance families and do the kinds of things that they want to do. So one of the things that came out of this discussion was a network of a couple of hundred women who've been engaged over the last couple of years in some breakfast meetings and some other kinds of programs that we've developed. And one of the things that came out of that was the idea that we really need a mentoring program. So last year we launched the first cohort of mentors, our WIT Mentor-Match, and with that we had 20 matches, and we were pretty thrilled with 20 matches. So we just completed that in December. We had college presidents, we had bankers, we had people who came from all different industry sectors, from healthcare, from manufacturing, from retail, the nonprofit world, and all of these amazing mentors offering their time to help other women pursue their entrepreneurial dreams or their professional and career development. So we just last month launched our next cohort recruitment, and I'm like overwhelmed to say that we have almost 50 mentees looking for 50 mentors and making that match, and we're almost ready, we're almost filled, and we are going to have almost 100 women in mentoring relationships just in this next round.
So Charlene, you are a mentor, and you're Sheila's mentor. Tell me a little bit about how your working relationship has been.
We've enjoyed a sort of a dynamic give and take, sharing of different perspectives of the business world and what it takes to survive. And
when you say what it takes, is I know that you had mentioned that as well. So you're in the baking industry. Yes. Okay, so surely you have all of that background and knowledge. But what kinds of things did you share with Sheila as far as, making it, as a business owner, or just, managing family and your work life that can be difficult sometimes?
One of them was following guidelines, timelines, and keeping to your timelines so that you don't end up stressing yourself and your family.
Okay, and so Sheila, tell me a little bit about your business. It's Hot Oven Cookies.
Hot Oven Cookies, yes.
Yes.
So what we are really, we call ourselves a retro modern cookie company, and we specialize in high quality homemade cookies, and we do so in creative flavors. We have 500 flavors of cookies that we offer to our customers, having 4 signature and 4 specialty cookies. So it keeps them coming back, and it ties into our motto of sharing the cookie love, because with the customers coming back, we get to develop a relationship with them and just keep track of their lives. And it's worked, because we've been in business since 2016, and we have probably about 43% or so customers that have been here with us since then, and they've brought their friends and their families and their coworkers. So it's pretty cool to watch.
Okay, so you're open on Main Street.
So we are reopening on Main Street. We were closed for a couple months for some renovations, and we will be relaunching next Monday there.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about some of the programs that you had been involved in before you launched the business, because I know that some of it was food trucks or delivery services, and now you're a storefront. So tell me a little bit about that transition.
So I did quite a bit of research, about 5 years worth of research before I launched the business. And I put together a growth plan not knowing what a growth plan was. I was a single mom of 7, and I was trying to figure out how to work around my motherhood, because that was important to me. So it was also around my budget. So I had a plan to start with a cookie delivery service just to gauge the interest in what we were offering. And that worked really well. We moved on to farmers markets while we were building out we call it a cookie mobile. It's a little cookie cart named Violet that we take around the region and beyond.
That's a dream come true. Could you imagine that rolling into a neighborhood?
Well, it's a dream come true for customers and for myself because I have 2 little ones still at home, and I can take them with me wherever I go. And that was what was most important because I was working 16-hour days and earning really a smidgen above minimum wage with a bachelor's degree, so that didn't work for me. I was also tried to buy a franchise, and I was told I was too average. So I created my own business and company, and someday maybe a franchise. So in order to launch the business, we've gone through WIT, and I love the new name, Whatever It Takes, because it really is whatever it takes. We've gone through the Spark program in Holyoke. It's now called Spark E for All. We've done the Valley Venture Mentors Mentorship and Accelerator program. We've done the Rise Up Springfield program. We were nominated by, it's called Project Entrepreneur. It was Rent the Runway. It's in New York. So we were nominated as one of the top 200 women-owned businesses to watch. We were there in 2017. We are currently in Boston right now. It's called Cultivate Small Business. The partners are Santander Bank and the Commonwealth Kitchen. And they're working to help us open up a storefront in Boston, hopefully next year.
So that's big time. So when you look at the mentorship program, I mean, she's obviously a huge success story, but I know you have others who came out of the program last year. Different interests. Not everybody is going to be selling cookies and launching a store in Boston, but different careers as well?
Yes, we have a woman who is an animator and has her own animation studio, and one of very few women in animation in the region and in the country. We have women who are running nonprofit organizations and are looking to how to take them to the next generation of the work that their nonprofit is undertaking, and people who are in manufacturing. So it's really across all the industry sectors that are out there, and I think that's really key to what makes this a success. It's not like we're trying to match people only within banking or only within retail, but also looking at the different different opportunities that are out there for women. So I think that the thing that's exciting is that we're hoping that this mentoring relationship is one that can endure. What we're hoping to do over time is to build really sort of this army of women out here in the region who are there to support each other and to support people's professional and personal and entrepreneurial growth. And I think that's happening. It's sort of organic, and it's kind of exciting because people said they wanted a mentoring program. We launched it with 20 teams. Now we're going to almost 50 teams, and who knows where it goes next.